list here. At the time, we're also talking about a $104 billion deal that has been signed with a consortium of 3 companies for the implementation of a technological system that is going to manage this. When Parliament was passing this law, did it see this coming?
I don't think by any stroke of imagination someone would imagine that there would be a third party doing the implementation in a massive manner in which this has now come out to be. But I wanted to say something as I respond to you, Sam, that this government has very good plans about agriculture, about healthcare, about education. But what we lack, what was there during the Kibaki times, was the planning component. Being able to plan and put faces into what you want to do and then launch. But just like in the last government, this government has acquired a very bad disease. The disease called the launch mentality. Go and launch, go and commission. We have to, ground break. This is the problem we're having today. SHIF are monumental and groundbreaking in their impact if implemented well. What is meant to be achieved by those 3 laws, if implemented well, Sam, would be a revolution in the provision of health care in this country. But where we go wrong is being in a hurry. We passed the housing levy on a Thursday. On Tuesday, the president was already launching a housing project in Gara. We passed this SHIF share law, and within 2 months, remember, I was here with you when the former minister was telling people that we're going to implement it from the 1st of July. There's nothing that's going to change this. This hubris.
There's another date of January 2024.
That's what I'm making at. So this lack of planning and taking Kenyans along is what is missing in all this. We cannot be telling Kenyans, you must, you shall. You can implement a law in bits and phases. You can make trials. You didn't have to do this immediately and make it. Look, in terms of planning, and you just mentioned them, the money for provision of healthcare is supposed to come from us Kenyans. It's supposed to be deducted from us every month. And that money can be enough. But what you're now being told is that the contract that has been signed is that the people who have been given the contract are funding us in advance. Who asked for that? In the law, what we had envisioned about a third party coming in was at the claims management. That's what is in the law. Because I remember, as I presented, I went through this law clause by clause. The authority is supposed to be the implementing agency. Now, if you bring in a third party, which seems to be the one doing everything, so why doing the authority in the first place? Why did you set up the authority? If the authority is now basically delegating all the roles we gave to it to a third party. In terms of funding of healthcare, and this is a big issue in all countries.
Right.
You can't mortgage this. You can't mortgage the funding of healthcare. You just need to depend on our contribution. That's how NHS has worked. What you needed to work on was the nitty-gritty in terms of how do we improve service delivery? How do we improve service that Kenyans get from our authority? But the fact that this has been done so quickly, overnight, no one knows what the details are, smells and stinks to high heavens. So you wish that Kenyans were taken through this bit by bit and told, okay, we're going to implement this, but you want to start in Nairobi County. We start in Nairobi, people living in Nairobi County, this is going to be the process. So if Nairobi County works out well, and you can pick 3, 4 counties, try with them, make it work, continue providing services, because no one said that NHIF could not, the health authority could not implement what is going on in NHIF even as we make this work.
Okay.
For I believe facing out of this would have given us a better way about it.
All right.
Just because, and the comparisons that I saw my former teacher and Minister for Interior make, for me, is quite wrong. Agriculture and health are 2 different things. Just because the Interior Ministry was able to register a number of farmers to get fertilizer, then that doesn't become the best method, because not everyone is a farmer. Not everyone wants fertilizer. But this one is a service that requires everyone to have. And I just wish to advise the ministry concerned that to use the local parlance, take us slowly. Tupeleke pole pole.
Okay.
Yeah, let this sink on people's minds. Let people see through service delivery, not mandatory registration.
All right.
And people then join the system.
That's